I just thought of this because I've been watching videos on how to stop or help bad trips, and I eventually want to make a video myself to help people with bad trips. And one thing to really remember when you're tripping is that you become very childlike. So imagine what you were like when you were 3 or 4. You're very susceptible to emotion and change, and one moment you're crying, one moment you're on top of the world. It's pretty much the same when you're tripping. So it's very helpful to remember that. Basically, that when you're tripping, you're a child. And that whatever you're thinking about is going to be amplified. So little negative things can seem like a huge deal when you're tripping. But in reality, it's just your perspective has changed, and it's making this little thing seem like a huge, insurmountable problem. For the same reason a kid cries when he drops his ice cream cone, and he doesn't have the perception that, oh, my ice cream's probably going to get replaced, my parents are going to take care of it, stuff like that. Same thing when you're tripping. Something bad happens, you kind of forget the adult things that you've learned, that everything will be okay, it'll be sorted out, by itself or by a friend or by something. And you just need to have faith that even if what you're experiencing is unpleasant, it'll sort itself out and it's okay. And part of tripping is experiencing the full depth of whatever emotion you're feeling. And usually every day we wear our social masks, so even if we might feel scared, anxious, sad, happy, joyful, we usually don't fully show it. But when you're tripping, you can't hide anything. So if you're feeling fear, you're going to feel fear like you never feel it in your normal life. But if you think back to it, that's the same fear you felt as a child, in the night when you're alone, sleeping in your room without your parents, the scariness of the night. And now you've grown up, and there's nothing out there that's going to hurt you, etc. And same thing goes for tripping. You just have to remember that you're more in the mindset of a 3 or 4-year-old, but you have the background knowledge to know that nothing is going to harm you. The way you're feeling isn't permanent. You will feel better, I promise you that. And it'll pass, and it'll be okay. And it'll just be like how you felt when you dropped that ice cream, and then 2 minutes later they replaced it, and you're on top of the world. It's okay. So I think it's just a little thought, good reminder for bad trips. Just remember that you become a child when you're tripping. And then that just kind of helps me make sense of how vulnerable everyone is tripping. We're all children. We go back to that childlike state. Very open to suggestion, very scared, but also very full of awe. That's why it can be so amazing. Think how full of wonder you were as a child, just the grass and trees and an animal you never seen before is just incredibly amazing. And while you're tripping, you feel those same things again that you haven't felt since a child, those same powerful emotions. And it can be scary, but it can also be pure bliss. So just know that if you're going through a difficult part of your psychedelic experience, that it'll pass just like it did when you were a child. Everything will be okay. You're gonna be just fine. I love you. You're gonna be okay. Goodbye.